Tonight's episode on 15 Minutes of Fame is all about boundaries. Hi, everyone. I'm Mary Fane Brent, and I'm the host of this show. I'm here every Wednesday, 5 p.m., literally 15 minutes. It's a weekly business tip. It's either about LinkedIn, connections, business development, apps, programs, and sometimes mindset. So tonight, we're going to be talking about boundaries because as solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, and small business owners, it's important that you establish boundaries in your business from day one. I didn't know this. I thought just work, work, work. I'm on my phone, I'm on my laptop, work, work, work. But boundaries are really important to establish when you own your own business. I mean, you didn't start this business to work 50, 60 hours a week, did you? I mean, if you did, that's okay, but I know I didn't. I am working on creating a 4-day work week. I am working on it really hard, where I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is my goal. And that doesn't mean that I'm working 10 hours those other days. It's a work in progress, but it is the boundary that I am setting. What I want to talk about is getting caught up in the hustle and grind mentality. Hustle, 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 grind, grind, grind. The more I work, the more money I'll make. When you're just starting out in business, that's kind of your mentality probably, right? I mean, that was me. I was at the breakfast table with my cell phone, trying to post every day before I had a scheduler. There's a lot of tools that can help you be more efficient in your processes so that you can establish your clear boundaries. So I have a couple questions for you guys. Now, I'd love to know where you're watching from and what business you're in. Shout out to my girl, Tisha Marie, who was going live right before me. So if you're watching hers, jump over here and tune in here. So hustle and grind. The harder I work, the more money I make. Well, how long can you survive in that mode? If you're working late, are you doing social media posts like, hey, look at me, I'm over here working late. Hey, look at me, it's the weekend and I'm working. That must mean that business is great and I'm doing great because I have to work 6 days a week. Now, granted, there are times in your business where you work more days and more hours. When you're in launch mode, that's me right now. I'm in launch mode for my masterclass, LinkedIn Remastered. So I am working longer hours, but I knew that going in. I am also taking Friday off from 2 p.m. on. So even though I'm working these longer hours, I'm setting boundaries around my Friday and Saturday because that's the time I spend with my husband. Now, you need to set up these boundaries because you won't take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, your business probably will fail. You need to have boundaries to be with friends, family, children. You need to have boundaries so that you have time for your hobbies, your sports, your spa days, days on the lake. Shout out to Julie Riley for her days when she's out there doing her SUP, her yoga SUP. That's amazing. You go, girl. But you need to set boundaries. So my question to you is, what is your boundary of when you will walk away from your computer and set down your phone? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock? What time is that? Because I want you to put that into practice. When you walk away, you shut down your laptop, you put away your phone, and you spend time with your family, with your friends, taking care of yourself. But you have to just step away. Also, on boundaries, you guys, let's talk about clients. What kind of boundaries have you established with your clients? When I first started, I answered every email right away. What that does is that creates I'm always here for you, right? So instead of letting your clients train you when you're available, you need to train your clients when you're available. So what does that look like? For me, I'm not answering client emails on the weekend. I want you to answer this question. Answering an email for a client on the weekend, is that going to make or break it with your client? Probably not. Now, I know that because since last year, everything has kind of shifted and everyone's online all the time. So maybe it's not weekends for you. Maybe you work Tuesday through Saturday. Maybe that's a better shift for you and your family. What is important is that you train your clients when you're available. And I'm not saying to ignore them, but if you start answering every client email right away, 9 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock on a Saturday, 7 o'clock on a Sunday, you're training them that you are available 24/7. If you're available 24/7, your ROI has just been decreased. You shouldn't be charging by the hour. It should be project based, but still your time is money. So if you start answering questions and emails on Friday at 5 and Saturday at 6 and Sunday at 7 a.m., your ROI on that project has just been diminished. Now, again, there are times that these things will happen where you have to answer them on the weekend or at night. Normally, you're going to have some heads up about that. So I'd love to know, what boundaries have you established in your business, in your career? It's really hard nowadays because of this little device. This keeps us connected to the world. Websites, emails, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, you name it, text messages, Facebook Messenger, it's all right here at our fingertips. But at some point, you have to set the boundary and you have to put the cell phone down. The other reason that you really need to set the boundaries is for your head. You need some clear space, some quiet time. You need to unplug from all your devices. Now, I know this might sound hard, you guys. Truth is, it's hard for me. My best place to really unplug is when we have a weekend at the lake. Why? Because there's really no cell service out on the lake. There's some cell service, but you know what? I'm not going to risk losing this in the water to check my Instagram account or my Facebook account or answer an email. So, where can you unplug? What will help you unplug? And then another tip is, let your network, let your clients know that you're unplugging or you're not available. You can set a vacation responder on your email. On LinkedIn, you can set an out of office. So I love that. Even if it's just a 3-day weekend, setting that I'm out of office until Monday, that gives me peace of mind that, I'm not ignoring them. Anyone who messages me on LinkedIn will know that I'm not ignoring them. I'm simply out of the office. And the other piece of advice when you're setting those boundaries, you don't have to tell people why you're out of the office. It could be a conference. It could be a mental health day. It could be a wedding. It's not their business why you're out of the office. You just need to let them know, I'm currently away from the office. I'll be back on Monday. That's it. Keep it simple, you guys. So again, set your boundaries. What time will you walk away and shut down the laptop and the cell phone? Is that 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock? I don't know your schedule, but you set that. Weekends, are they a free-for-all, or do you need to have a hard stop where you're not working on the weekends? Turn your phone off. Set auto responders on your email and on LinkedIn. You can do that so that you know that your people are being notified. You're not ignoring them. You're simply away for a couple days or a week. And let's talk about being away for a week. Is your business set up to continue running while you're gone for a week? That's a hard one for us solopreneurs, right? I mean, I have my virtual assistant and branding person, but they're not going to answer those emails and take care of my clients. So you know what? Just do a little pre-work of when you're going to go on a vacation or take extended time off to let your current clients know that you'll be away from the office, and set those auto responders. Okay, you guys, it's just really important to set the boundaries, because if you don't, you will be burnt out, not just physically, but mentally. And this is what runs our business, our brains, especially for people who are creative. We're always creating new things. We're always excited to try new things, jump into new programs and platforms. But if we're not taking care of ourselves and setting boundaries, we're going to be brain dead. So you guys, that's all I have for today. This is your weekly tip. This is on boundaries. I want you all to set them and share what your boundaries are, because maybe you have an idea that is great and we all need to hear it. I'd love to know what your boundaries look like. Like I try not to set appointments before 10 in the morning. I'm not doing so good on that, but that's my intention. I have a client, he does not set any appointments before 10 in the morning. I'm trying to do that, but tomorrow I'm on at 7 a.m. live with Russ Johns on the Pirate broadcast, and that'll be over on LinkedIn. So I'm trying to do that. I'm also trying to do where I only record Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There will be no recordings on Mondays and Fridays. So that's my boundary, you guys. No recordings Mondays and Fridays. So I only have to do my hair and makeup Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'd like to get that down to 2 days if I could. So you guys just share with me, what are your boundaries to keep yourself safe and sane and to make sure that you're thriving, not just surviving. Okay, this is Mary Fane Brent, and this is 15 Minutes of Fame. I'll be here next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Something LinkedIn related, I believe. And if there's a topic or a tip or something that you want me to share or want me to dive into, just drop it in the comments and I'll do a live about it and I'll give you a shout out. Take care. Ciao.